The Lord woke me up this morning, and I'm so grateful for it. I have been in preparation for this next phase in my life. I've been in preparation for you, honey. I've been in preparation for you. I have a message for you. I need you to hear me closely. This is for anyone who has some demonic entities on you. Some demonic entities on you. What is demonic entities? You ask, it is jealousy, it is envy, it is fear, it is guilt, it is shame, it is doubt. Honey, all of those are chains. They are chains holding you, binding you to the devil. That is what I call him. I call him the devil. You might not like it, but that's who he is. He is evil. He is doing any and every, by any means necessary, to keep you from purpose. So I need you to understand you cannot walk. Do you hear me? You cannot walk in your purpose, what God has designed you and sent you here to be, while you have these demonic entities on you. I'm telling you, honey, why do you think that you start something and you can't finish it? Procrastination. Why do you think that you have all these great ideas, honey, and you just can't go forward with it? Fear. Why do you think that you just start something, you get so far, and then the damn imposter syndrome sinks in? Demonic, babe. Demonic. That is a demonic entity. Those are demonic entities, and we got to get them off you. We got to get them off of you. We got to get them off of you. Do you understand who you are in this world? Let me ask you again. Are you thinking about it? I need you to think about it. Do you understand? Don't give me that fake ass answer. Yeah, no you don't. Do you understand who you are in this world? Do you? Do you understand who you are in this world? I need you to stand up. Yeah. Stand up in your spirit, honey. Stand up in your emotions. Stand up in your spiritual realm. Stand up, honey. In the physical, stand up. Stand up and be who God has called you to be. Oh, I know. I know it's not. I know it's not simple. I know that it's not easy. But guess what? If you are under the sound of my voice, honey, then this message is from you, divinely sent, because guess what? I don't believe in coincidences. Only God's divine intervention in our lives, and this, love, is a divine intervention for you. Yep. Your spiritual self. Yep. You, the leader of the pack. It is for you. It is for you. What demonic entity is holding you hostage? I wonder. If you're like me, babe, it wasn't just one. Multiple chains holding me hostage, holding me bound. Oh, I'm walking freely. Best believe. I'm even doing some speaking engagements and walking in purpose and getting and doing and going and being as we all get and go and do and be. But why haven't you been able to get to where you know you've dreamed? Do you think those visions were just because? God is not a just because God. Do you think he's giving you those visions just because? I'm just saying, honey, what is the vision God has given you for your life? And then what are we doing? What are we doing with the vision? How long you gonna sit on the vision, boo? How long are we gonna make excuses? Let me tell you something. Fear. Fear is dangerous. Fear is dangerous. It will keep you and hold you hostage. It will act as if it's your friend. Fear will come and snuggle up with your ass at night and hold you so tight. It feels good to be nestled in fear, and you've gotten so used to being there in the arms of fear. You're deeply nestled. As my pastor would say, you're deeply nestled in the arms of fear. And if you're like me, honey, I love having arms around me. How many of you like to have arms around you? Honey, it's such a great feeling to have some strong arms around you. But baby, when they're not the right arms, when they're not the right arms, no, you don't belong there. You don't belong there. You don't belong in the grips and the monster and the stronghold of fear. You don't allow fear to guide and to, you don't allow fear to hold you hostage. As my good friend Lisa Meta taught me, you allow fear to guide you. You don't allow it to hold you, honey. You allow fear to guide you. Imagine taking fear's ass like a kite, like you were skydiving, like you were on the water, just floating on its back. Can you see yourself on the back of fear and letting it guide you? Leaning into fear. Settle it. Yeah, just like that. Imagine shifting your mindset enough. Because fear, it isn't a bad thing. He's not bad. Just like the devil was once in the choir, right? He's not bad. He's just being used the wrong way. Get it in your spirit, baby. He's just being used the wrong way. You've been allowing him to hold you hostage as if he's in control. No, babe. No. This is your life. You control. You have a choice. Will you continue to allow the demonic entities in your life to control you? Or will you take those demonic entities like fear, flip that thing, and let it be your God? Any and everything I know for sure that I've been afraid to do, to take the next level, to take the next step, fear has been right there. Oh my goodness, let me give you an example. Michelle, what are you talking about? I am saying, I wanted to go back to school. At one point in time, I was in school, but there was so much crazy happening in my life that I could not even focus, and I had to just stop going. And so, fast forward a few years, and I'm longing to go back to school, longing to go back. And you know what? I started fasting. And fear was on my list. The facilitator at that time, Roderick Chappelle, he said, write you a list of the things that you want from God. I said, Roderick, how many things can I put on this list? He said, how big is your God. I said, I know that's right. Okay, then. Okay. How big is my God, baby? I had 4 or 5 things on my list. Most of my things were for other people. They were for other people in my family. I was standing in the gap for members in my family. But for me, school was one of those things, and getting back to school. You know what I did? I allowed myself to make the phone call, y'all. I allowed myself to just stop assuming demonic. Assumptions are demonic. Nothing good comes out of assumptions, honey. Assumptions are demonic. Do you hear me? They cause confusion. They let you tell a story that doesn't even damn exist. And you done made it so plain and good in your mind, honey. Them damn assumptions will have you tied up, baby. And BS that you've made up in your mind, and then you convince yourself that it's true. Oh, honey, don't get me sidetracked. Listen, I am getting my list together, and I get my nerve to just knock fears over to the side, and I call the school because I had already done the research. I had already looked everything up. But for whatever reason, I kept making the excuses. It was fear. I kept making the excuses. I didn't want to be rejected. I kept making the excuses. I didn't, want to get my hopes up and then let down, right? All of the stuff that we feel, all of the things, right? Why have you allowed fear? Think about that thing. Why have you allowed fear to lead your life? All those things, right? That we tell ourselves. But guess what? I called a lady. I called her. You know what she said? I'm thinking I wouldn't qualify for financial aid. What did she say? I couldn't afford it. What did she say? Oh, yes, ma'am, you qualify. Oh, yes, ma'am. What? I qualify. Yes, ma'am. Matter of fact, we have a class that's starting next Thursday. If you get the paperwork in by tomorrow, we can have you started as early as next Thursday. What? What you mean to tell me? I've been thinking and allowing fear to whisper in my ears. He had me deeply nestled in his bosom every night, telling me that I couldn't do it, that I made too much money. I'm not going to qualify for financial aid. There's no way. All of the things I was allowing fear to whisper in my ear are not true. Are you serious? Next Thursday? Is that right? Yes, it is. Yes, it is right, honey. What am I saying to you today? I'm telling you, what demonic entity are you allowing to control your life? I know that was only one story. Let's just unpack this thing a little bit more. Let me give you some more because I feel the doubters and the haters and there are always going to be some. I feel the doubters and the haters in the room. Let me just give you some more. We're going to make it real plain. All right. Pay attention. Here we go.